Welcome to the Explainer. You know the drill, right? You download a real estate app, find your place, and then boom, hit delete. Well, today we're completely unpacking the hidden engine that's designed to flip that sporadic, once-in-a-decade property tech into an absolute daily necessity. Let's get right into it. Let's kick things off with a pretty stark reality. 5%. That's the abysmal daily active user rate, or DAU, of your traditional real estate apps. I mean, think about it. People download the app, find an apartment, sign the lease, and then literally nothing. Crickets.
Here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to cover the real estate app trap, meeting the Kemedar community, building a localized network, the AI flywheel effect, and finally, the daily habit impact. Okay, part 1, the real estate app trap. Let's talk about the engagement gap. So, the fundamental flaw in prop tech is this massive gap of zero engagement between transactions. It's like a digital ghost town. On one side, we have the old way, a pure transaction tool. It just sits there gathering digital cobwebs every 5 years until it's inevitably deleted. But on the other side, that's the holy grail. A daily use platform. It's habitual, it's sticky, and it relies entirely on community-driven retention instead of just staring at property listings.
Moving on to part 2. Let's meet Kemedar Community and see exactly how they're bridging this gap.
Instead of mindlessly scrolling through listings, imagine opening the app because, hey, you need to know about a local water shutoff, or maybe you want to buy your neighbor's couch on the marketplace. By throwing in compound announcements, local alerts, and community votes, this app suddenly becomes hyper-relevant every single day. You're opening it just to see what's going on right outside your front door.
All right, part 3, building a hyper-local network. And as you'll see, it's built pretty effortlessly.
So how do we actually pull this off? Let's step into the shoes of a local franchise owner. It all starts with the first step, selecting the precise community type. They get to completely define the scope, whether that means locking down a heavily gated private compound or opening things up to a massive citywide feed. This right here sets the whole stage.
Next up, they establish the core identity and, crucially, set the privacy controls. They can lock it completely down as private, where you have to have an invite, or leave it semi-private, meaning you need admin approval to get in. You know, this is exactly how you build that exclusive, high-trust environment people actually want to engage with.
Then, we anchor this community to physical reality. We're not just making a random floating chat room here. By setting up precise location geofencing to a specific city, district, or compound, the platform tightly binds these digital interactions directly to the real world.
Which brings us to a really vital point, configuring rules and strict membership verification. Mandating these verifications, like making someone upload a utility bill just to prove they actually live there, keeps the network incredibly secure. It guarantees your digital neighbors are your actual physical neighbors. No fake accounts allowed. And literally, just like that, the community is ready for launch. The platform immediately starts inviting those verified neighbors to connect and share in their brand new digital town square.
Okay, part 4, the AI flywheel effect. This is where we look at the actual revenue powerhouse behind the scenes. Because on the surface, sure, this all just looks like a friendly neighborhood chat. But underneath, it's basically a Trojan horse demand engine. Meet ThinkDar. This is Kemedar's proprietary AI engine. It's silently monitoring all these hyperlocal interactions to extract actual actionable business intent right out of casual conversations. So, this creates what we call a self-reinforcing community flywheel. That casual chatter, it's not just talk, guys. It is the raw fuel for Kemedar's entire monetization strategy. Every single conversation feeds a revenue module, which generates resources, which then loops right back around to grow the community even further. Let's walk through a real-world example of this. Say a resident casually posts, "Hey neighbors, anybody know a good plumber?" ThinkDar instantly spots that service intent and drops an inline prompt suggesting they use Kemework. If they click it, the task goes live and verified local pros start bidding on the job. A completely casual question transforms into a direct, organic lead, and the user literally never even leaves the app. And the wild part is, this happens everywhere across the platform. If the AI notices a few neighbors talking about needing paint or tiles, boom, it triggers a wholesale group buy through Kemework. If neighbors are just gossiping about how much the apartment down the hall sold for, the AI extracts those casual price mentions to feed their predict area price intelligence tool. It is an absolutely brilliant organic intelligence gathering machine that also generates ongoing revenue for the franchise owner.
Finally, Part 5, the daily habit impact. Let's see how this changes the bottom line.
When you look at the data, the targets driven by this architectural brilliance are just staggering. We're talking about transforming daily active users from that terrible 5% all the way up to a thriving 35%. Monthly retention, it's doubling from 40 to 80%. And by simply integrating a social habit, organic service leads are projected to jump by a massive 200%, with group orders up 150%. This right here is the true financial power of giving people a daily reason to actually open your app.
By wrapping those incredibly rare, once-a-decade property transactions in a vibrant, daily layer of community utility, Kemedar completely shifts its identity. It goes from being a simple, forgettable tool to the region's #1 PropTech super app. Think about it. They aren't just selling houses anymore. They are managing the complete, day-to-day life cycle of living.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought to chew on. What actually happens when every single casual neighborhood conversation, every lost cat poster, every quick request for a painter becomes an actionable data point in a unified real estate ecosystem? Well, you don't just understand the market anymore, you predict it. And more importantly, you own the daily habit. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today, and remember to keep looking for the flywheels in the tech you use every day.
Well